Hello. It's been a minute since I've posted a video. Sorry about that. So this is a speed paint of a comic I'm making. It's more of just like concept art and practicing. I saw a reference on Pinterest and I wanted to draw it. And you'll see it at some point. It's mostly just like practicing because I don't really feel like I have the skills yet to make it the quality I want, and that might be obvious to you later or now, I don't know. By the way, sorry about the quality, the sound quality. I'm working on it, but currently I'm too poor for a microphone, so I'm just using my phone. Also, I have like some vocal tics, and I'll try to cut them out as much as I can, but sometimes they're in the middle of my sentences, and I don't notice them. Anyway, back to the comic. I really like what I have for the story so far. Like, I love the idea, and I'm really excited about it. And I also really love what I have for this particular OC. She's the main character, kind of one of the main characters, and the story pretty much starts with her. I started writing the story actually because I drew the main quote-unquote villain OC, you know? I drew her so long ago. I'll put the first picture that I did of her, and it's awful. It was so long ago, and you can see that my style has changed, and hopefully you can see, like, some improvement, you know? She kind of looks like that meme of the guy, I think he was arrested or something, but he had this super thick neck. For the main OC, this I don't know if it's weird, but I love her hair. I love colored hair so much. I think it's so cool. And I'm not totally set on it yet, but I think colored hair is gonna be pretty significant in the story. Same as wearing socks, but no shoes, but we'll see. I don't want to say too much yet because I'm still, you know, working on the story and world building and character building and stuff, so I think there might be a lot of changes, but I'm just really excited for it, you know? I had more before than I have now, but I realized that it was a little bit too similar to another comic book, which, by the way, I read after I started creating this story. It's not plagiarism, I swear, it's not, okay? It was just a little bit too similar. But that's okay. Sometimes, you know, sometimes it just happens. And, you know, that just made me realize that I have a lot to work on, but that's fine. And other things that I want to, you know, add to and stuff. I don't really mind restarting or reworking things, you know. It's not a bad thing, just a thing. I just want the story to be good, you know, and I want the art to be good, so you'll see why I'm not, like, satisfied with the art, I guess. I'm trying to get better with anatomy and perspective, and some of those things are way off here. Her arm over her face actually isn't that bad. It might be a little awkward and unnatural, but it's not, you know, awful. Her foot is, you know, a tiny bit too small, which, now that I've pointed that out, you'll probably never unsee it, unless you have memory issues like I do. Then you might. Anyways, I was trying so hard to think of something to talk about for this video because, I don't know, I feel like the art just, I don't know. I was just trying to think of something to talk about for the video, but the time lapse is only 12 minutes long, which, yes, is a enormous time lapse. And yeah, I did work on this for like 13 hours, but 12 minutes for me is kind of short because I suffer from the unfortunate disorder of cannot say things in a concise way syndrome, CSA-CWS for short. There is a reason the literal first video on my channel is an hour long. I had so much to say about Dismissed. There's just so many, like, good lines, you know? There are so many good things that I wanted to show and point out and laugh at, because it's funny to me. I don't know, it makes me laugh. I'm trying to figure out how to say things better, though, and also review things in a more interesting way, because I think what I did by trying to just retell the story, for me, it wasn't a good idea, you know? I know what I was thinking of was how, like, book YouTubers and also some movie reviewers on YouTube, they retell the story, but they do it in a better way, I think. more interesting way, more eloquent, probably better enunciated too. I don't know. I just need to figure out how to do it like they do, or make it more interesting at least, you know. I just need to figure out how to do it in a better way. I think I need to add more clips in as well, like of the movies and stuff, because nobody wants to stare at me just retelling a story for an hour. That would be visually boring. To be fair, I think I did say in the review, did I? I think I did. I think I said that the review that I made was more for the people who had already watched it. I know I thought that. Maybe I didn't actually say it. Maybe I said it, maybe I didn't. I'll never know. I cannot rewatch that. Anyway. I know I keep saying that I'm gonna do a series on Riverdale, and I am. And honestly, those are more for me than anybody else, because I just know they're gonna be super long. I'm gonna put more clips in those videos because they're just golden. Everything in Riverdale is so funny. Like, what they say, the dialogue, the delivery, it's just chef's kiss. The thing is that they take so long to make. Like, I think I have a bunch of notes written down for a couple episodes, for a bunch of episodes actually, and I have some of the script down for episode 1, which I need a script. I don't follow it 100%, but if I don't have one, I get so lost, even with notes. I zone out a lot when I'm filming. I don't know why. I don't know what happens. I just, like, forget what I'm doing. One day I'll make a video of me just zoning out for 5 minutes straight while trying to film, because that's what happens. Speaking of zoning out, okay, anyway, so, I have part of the script down. I don't know, it takes so long, and I'm still gonna do it. I'm obviously gonna do it, because I need to. It's gonna be cathartic for me, because I have so much information in my head about Riverdale that is not useful at all, and so I need to get it out, you know? Maybe I'll make a podcast. Maybe that's what it'll be. It'll be a Riverdale review podcast, so I can have a justification for talking for, 2 hours about a single episode of Riverdale. That would be fun. It would be fun for me, nobody else. But also, when I'm, like, taking notes on a movie and stuff, I have to pause the movie to write down what I'm thinking, because every thought in my brain is just so slippery. I look away for half of a second and it's gone, and then it just doesn't come back. And so it takes me, like, a really long... I know I already said it takes me a long time, but it takes me a long time to, like, watch the actual episode, and then write, and script, and then film, and edit, but I still have to, you know? This is a necessity. It's a necessity to talk about Riverdale. Obviously. I'm gonna do Twilight too. I'm so excited for Twilight. All of the movies just came out on Netflix, and so I've been watching them for the first time, and I'm living. Oh my gosh, I love bad movies so much. They're so funny. New Moon and Eclipse have the same ending. What? Who let that happen? Okay, anyway, I'm really excited for those. So, let's, do a jarring left turn back to the speed paint. At the end, I'll show the whole thing, and yeah, there are black bars at the end, at the sides. I'm really sorry. I tried to fix that, but I couldn't. Sorry. My apologies. I also will show, like, screenshots, close-ups of my favorite parts. I think, honestly, the screenshots look better than the whole thing, or the close-ups look better than the finished product. But that's okay. Sometimes, again, it's just like that. Don't worry, I fixed the floor later, to make it all black. I didn't know if shading the whole thing was gonna look bad, but it actually looks better that way. Okay, let's say some positive things about this, because everything I've said has been kind of negative. I know I already mentioned her hair, but also the way that I drew her hair, I think, is probably the best hair that I've ever drawn. Even though it might not make sense in the drawing, because it's a little stiff, but that's okay. I still like it. The lighting on one of those computery looking machines, I think it looks cool. I like it. I like the bear that's been dubbed Void Bear. Oh, okay, so the halftone looks really intense in the speed paint, but it looks much better once it's all done. The Procreate time-lapse sometimes messes with stuff, so it, like, the colors and stuff look odd in the time-lapse sometimes, as well as the halftone, but it looks better when it's, you know, not moving. Or maybe I just use too much halftone. I love how it looks though, like, if you've read National Anthem, the Killjoys comic, the new one, oh my gosh, the art is incredible. I love everything about it. I'm going to reread it soon because I love it so much. But there are some just really nice use of halftone. That's not the right way to say that, but it's just so good, and I love looking at that stuff. I love the classic old comic book style. Oh, another positive thing, I really like the shading, I think. Do you think I'm a confident person just based on the way that I talk? Sorry. I say I think in all of my sentences. Anyway, getting to the end of the time-lapse here, I will try to link my artfol account in the description because it's posted there if you want to look at it more, I guess. I haven't posted it on Instagram yet, but I will in the future, I think. I'm not on Instagram a whole lot, but I will post it there at some point, so I'll link that too, just in case you want to look at it more. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. I'll try to be more positive in the next one. Hopefully I'll do another time-lapse. I really liked this, and maybe I'll talk more in depth about the comic or any of the comics I'm making because I have a bunch written down. Maybe I'll just rant about all the comic books I love in the next video. Or movies. Or maybe I'll actually get around to posting a Riverdale review. Okay, anyway, I hope y'all have a great day, night, whatever. Bye!